Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Here we are, VTP Stage 2 Online, Technical Tuesday, coaching call 195 for 9th of June 2026. I hope you're well. Hope you've had a good start to the week. Hope you're enjoying these swings in volatility, okay, but you're probably used to them by now. If you're in the room, great to have you here. Just confirming that you can hear my voice and see the slides. That would be very much appreciated. As always, you are very welcome here, but just remember you're always responsible for your own trading and investment decisions. Super, thank you. All right, so that's commodities. Let us go over here. What have I got? Yeah, euro. All right, so euro. We can see euro is falling to the bottom of the STAM. Interestingly, it is the fact that this week we are expecting the ECB to hike rates. All right, we're expecting them to put them up 1/4%, which normally you would expect to see that would raise the euro across the board. But as we just looked at before, okay, the momentum is not supporting euro. The STAM is not supporting euro. The price action from a lot of parts has not been supporting euro either. So part of that is a case of I think people have, and this is me speculating, part of that I think is that people have been disappointed at how poorly the euro has done. When we've gone into kind of risk on mode, you would expect, yep, the dollar has weakened in risk on mode, war off risk on mode, but we have not seen a strengthening of the euro with that, okay, and people have started to pick up on that. People have started to see that, well, hang on a minute, this should be a real big bounce for the euro, and that's not occurred. Okay, that's not occurred. So there is kind of not a great deal of love for the euro at the moment. If you look at the euro dollar here, okay, weekly chart. I talked about this ages ago, because last year I was kind of looking at, well, hang on a minute, are we building a head and shoulders with like 115? And at the start of this year I thought, well, actually maybe we're going to get down to 115, and then boom, no, we didn't. All right, no, we didn't. All right, that was back in January. That was all sorts of shenanigans going on there. And then as you can see, euro has just worked its way out. And if you kind of just look at how it's kind of worked its way up here, right? Even that sort of kind of a relief rally, okay, war off risk on, it didn't fly its way back up, and in fact, as I said, it's rolled down. And yesterday we came back down to 115. I'd say 115 is really the kind of the line in the sand. That's the way I look at it, okay, on that weekly chart for euro against dollar, right? If as long as it holds, well, maybe there is some support for the euro, but if it breaks, well, look out below. That's what I'll be looking at. If you daily charts here, okay, you can see we've just drifted our way in the same way that I talked about. Dollar index was sat above the 50. You can see the euro, all right, okay, euro dollar was just sat beneath it, just in a little block, but we've broken off it. The interesting thing, as I said, was that we did come down to that kind of 115 level, and we put in a nice bullish engulfing, bullish key reversal, double bottom there, okay, relief on risk on relief rally. That's what we can see has happened there, okay. So boom, you can see it there, how it's worked. Yeah, even this morning, okay, what we had was, so in the same way dollar index popped to the north yesterday, put in a bearish engulfing and dropped, euro dollar popped out the bottom, okay, Pac-Man put in a bullish engulfing and worked its way up, and that was a nice trade there. And it's done. It's the same. There's that kind of relief rally going on there. As I said, we've got CPI tomorrow and ECB Thursday. Let's see what the scores and the doors are. Let's see whether Lagarde can pull something out of the bag and say something that gets people interested in the euro. Personally, at the moment, I'm not entirely convinced. All right, not really convinced by it. Okay, but we'll wait and see what they say on Thursday.